Hi guys, it is April from Getting Hogo With It. Today I wanted to share with you the books that I'm planning on reading for Christmas. Like now that it's getting down to Christmas, there's one book in particular that I've been waiting for. So these are the books that I'm going to be picking up, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. So if you're interested, let's get into it. So the book that I have been waiting for so long, it's been staring at me from my nightstand, but I've been patient because I knew that I wanted to wait until kind of the last second to read it, is a very Christmassy book called Half Spent Was the Night by Amy McKay. This is a very sweet story about a bunch of witches from Amy McKay's last book, The Witches of New York. We follow them just after Christmas, and they tell each other ghost stories. And ghost stories are such a traditional part of Christmas, strangely. I can't wait. It's so tiny. This is like not even 100 pages. So I'm going to sit down with this in one night and just read it, hunker down and read it. I'm so excited. It's one of the most beautiful books that I have on my shelves. So yes, Half Spent Was the Night is totally going down this Christmas. And then I've got a couple of other books that I am currently reading that I haven't finished reading. One is At the Wolf's Table. This follows a young woman in Germany. Her husband is on the front lines fighting for Germany, and she's living with her in-laws. And one day there's a knock at the door, and it's the Nazis saying, "You are needed to taste Hitler's food." So he would have a ton of tasters who would go in an hour or two before he would eat, and they would eat the meal that he's going to eat, just in case there's poison in there, because he had a feeling that he was going to be poisoned. And she is chosen to be a taster along with many other women. I just started it. I'm only 25 pages in, but I am liking it so far. This is translated from Italian, I believe. There are a few bits and pieces where the translation is just slightly strange, that you can tell that it's translated, but it's very good. I'm really enjoying the storyline so far. And it's kind of you're reading it on the edge of your seat a little bit because you're so worried somebody's going to get poisoned or someone's going to refuse to eat. I can imagine that maybe I would refuse to eat and then you'd have to pay by the Nazis. I don't know, but I am enjoying it so far. This one is coming out in February. Or is it? Yeah, it's coming out at the very end of January. But it's good so far. So I'm reading this. Nothing says Christmas like poisoning. And then oh no, I'm starting to come down with something. I've been avoiding everyone who's come down with things. Tons of friends at work have gotten super sick, and I've somehow avoided it. One of my dear friends at work got pneumonia. She hasn't been in since she found that out, but Barry's been sick. He's been sleeping in another room to try not to give it to me, which is sweet, but it's the beginning parts, but that's fine. This is not about my illness at all. This is about books. So the last book that I'm also going to be reading over Christmas is Becoming by Michelle Obama. I'm listening to this on audio. I'm at the point where she's met Obama. She has had her first daughter, and he is starting to get much more politically involved, and it's very good. I really love listening to her. I did feel a little bit disappointed with her section about IVF and her miscarriages. She didn't go into much detail, and I guess, that's very private. But yeah, I wanted more there. I just wanted more just because I'm so close to that. And I was looking forward to that moment. But I mean, this book is jam-packed with so much stuff. This has to, you know, encompass all of her life, which is enormous. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Still absolutely love this woman. So yes, those are the books that I am going to read over Christmas. What are you planning on reading for Christmas? Like, if I was visiting you on Christmas Eve, what would you be hunkering down with? I would love to know. And I will see you next time. Okay, bye guys.